Parks meeting, when the Parks meeting at 6.
Well, once again, thank you all for coming. We didn't have to climb over trees or anything to get here, so, we'll start our meeting out with pledge of allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. The roll call, please.
Rachel Smith. Here. Rick Tolles. Louise Easta.
Here.
Lynn Sylvain.
Here.
Jody Donstrot. Here. Martha France.
Yes, here.
Rick had surgery and he's not gonna be here for sure.
We'll make a motion to approve the absence of councilperson Tolles.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the absence of Rick Tolles, councilman. Vote please.
Jody Donstrot.
Yes.
Rachel Smith. Yes. Louise Easta.
Yes.
Martha France.
Yes.
Lynn Sylvain.
I abstain from voting.
We have approval of our minutes for a regular meeting held on excused for Rick. Approval of our minutes for a regular meeting held on August 26th, 2024.
I'll make a motion to approve them.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second for approval of the meeting minutes. If there's no questions, they'll be accepted as presented. We have approval of our bills for August 23rd through September 5th in the amount of $52,924.27.
I will make a motion to approve our bills from August 23rd through September 5th, 2024, in the amount of $52,924.27.
I'll second that. I have some questions. Chad, $3,688 for the backhoe service. How much have we spent on that backhoe in the last 12 months?
6,688, I believe.
The Duffy Concrete Cutting 2200 granted sidewalks in business district. Do you know what shops that was in front of?
I think there's one by Snyder's, one in front of the purple door, and then he just went down and hit the north side of town. The bad ones on the north side.
So he's just shaving them so they're
Kick
level. So
ashes. Yeah,
Okay.
we're just trying to see if that
was
works.
that quoted? That was his quote?
Yeah.
$1,602, is that annual? Or is that semi-annual?
And
Flood insurance. Questions?
No other questions? We'll proceed with the vote.
Lynn Sylvain.
No, not without receipts and invoices.
Jody Donstrot.
Yes.
Rachel Smith. Yes. Louise Easta.
Yes.
Martha France.
Yes.
Motion passes for payment of our bills for August 23rd through September 5th. Conservancy will not be here tonight. And he'll be coming to the next meeting apparently. Deputy?
I have nothing, sir.
Nothing, okay, thank you. Any questions for the deputy? Thank you for all you do.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
I've got only one thing, I have a heartfelt thank you to all the residents and the non-residents of Grand Rapids who helped in the cleanup after the storm, that we had. Your hard work and your unity has truly restored not just our village, but also our spirits. It's moments like these that remind us how strong our community is when we come together. Thank you for your dedication and your kindness. We couldn't have done it without you. With much gratitude, that's from the village staff and myself as well, but a lot of things got cleaned up, but bear with us, there are some piles laying around yet that we couldn't get to right away. It'll be a while yet before they are picked up. We just hope our chipper will survive the storm too. A lot of stuff going through it.
Okay.
But thanks for everybody that worked and helped and did stuff, because it was a community effort to get it back together. And not only just in the community, but the county or Wood County came over, and some Lucas County people
Yep.
came, and
I had some people from Lucas County come over.
yes, yeah, it was just great. So,
There's a
once
guy
again,
from Henry County, so.
yeah, once again, a big thank you.
Yes.
Chair, we'll move on to your report, please.
Alright, I'd like to reiterate what John said. I've been helping out in Wood County. They sent a couple trucks over for a couple days, and Springfield Township did as well. And then I had to purchase a new flow meter for Outback for the outflow. It tells you how much water is coming out of our sewer plant. The old one died, and they don't make that anymore, so I have to get a whole new system. It's $3,198 for the parts, and then additional $1,500 for the labor. I had them order it. It's been down for a couple weeks now. I need to have it for EPA and everything else. We said probably 2 weeks for that to come in. I did get some quotes for having some people come to help chip, because this is a lot of freaking work, and it's taking away from everything else they're trying to do.
Yeah.
EnviroCare can do it for $3.25 an hour with a 19-inch chipper, which you probably put almost a whole tree in there. Seems like that big of a chipper. $300 for a 12-inch chipper from those guys, and that's like $2,600 a day, or $2,400 a day. Goliath Tree Service, they have a 12-inch chipper. Theirs is $250 an hour, which is like $2,000 for an 8-hour day. And Botania Tree Services, they're $1,890 a day, which is $236.25 an hour if you do 8-hour day, and that's a 12-inch chipper. I'd like to get someone to come in maybe just for 2 days, see where we're at, so we're not so far behind. I know the towpath is still destroyed. The basketball court is pretty bad.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff out at people's houses still.
Right.
And it just seems like we can't get ahead right now. So I was gonna probably call the Tammy tomorrow and see when they can come and help me do some shipping for a couple
And what was
days.
their cost
$1,890 a day.
for a 12-inch chipper?
Yep.
I think that's too small.
Ours is only a 6 or 4, and we're getting a lot of it in there. I mean, if they can't get it in there, we'll just have to go around and pick up the bigger wood, set it somewhere, and people want it, and they can take it. If not, we'll just have to get rid of it, landfill or something.
Is that the one that they have the smallest chipper of anyone on that list?
All 3 companies all have 12-inch chippers. EnviroCare does have a 19-inch chipper, but they're
Gotcha.
$2,600 a day.
Yeah.
You want a motion for that?
I don't really need a motion
Okay.
on something to send them.
So 2 days, you're $3,600, you're gonna contract them.
Yeah, I'm gonna see where we go from, see how far they get for 2 days, and then if I need them 30, I might have to ask them to come back.
That's fine, whatever it takes.
I mean, we've been doing it for like 5 or 6 days, and it seems like we just finally made it past Kellogg Road, so.
Yeah.
And I think we've had 15 piles just from our trucks, which is pretty much 2 years worth of mulch or more. So it's a lot of stuff out there.
Whatever it takes.
That's all I got.
Do we have room for all the chips now, or where are we putting it all?
It's in our pile. Our pile's probably, it's from a lot, but it's there's nowhere else to put it for now.
Mm-hmm.
I know Renew, they might take some of that stuff, but I don't know if they want older stuff, because there's a lot of stuff in there.
Is it like mulch grade?
No,
That people use, they couldn't,
no, it's just grinding, I mean,
okay.
some of the Wood County stuff looked pretty nice, but now it's pretty much just all buried in the pile.
Okay, any more questions for him?
Question for Chad. Chad, we talked about there was $1,500 on the credit card, and part of that was your recertification for commercial pesticide license. I still don't have a copy of that. Did you get a new copy of your license?
Yeah.
Good through when?
Is it 2 years?
I think it's 3 years, it's good through, but you have to recertify, pay like $35 a year.
Mm-hmm.
I think mine's good through.
Okay, if I could get a copy of that, please, as part of my outstanding public records request, that'd be great.
Crystal?
Yeah. I gave you all a copy of the August bank rec. Everything is reconciled. We do have several ordinances and resolutions on the agenda. We have a third reading of the resolution, so that one can have a motion for passage tonight. So we have first readings for the regularly scheduled council meetings to change the time as requested. We have to create a fund for the grant money that was received for the salt bin. So that is a resolution on the agenda. And then we also need to amend our appropriations in that fund to include the funding. And then the guy that was supposed to come tonight presented this resolution for the blacksmith to buy land in the village. And I think they're trying to get a grant, so they need some support. He's not here to talk about it, but he's gonna come next meeting.
Do you know what land he's trying to buy?
Yes, it's an island back behind here.
Okay.
They already own one, and there's two right there, so it's the other one.
Behind the other one.
Is it a north one?
Yes.
Yes.
Because I think they own the south one.
Right.
Might be the north one.
Yep.
Okay.
So on the first ordinance, who's planning on attending the township meeting?
We're not on that, we're still at the agenda, she's just noting that we have the ordinances on the agenda. So we're still on reading and communications part of the agenda.
It says fiscal officer bank rec, doesn't say ordinances.
I think she was just letting us know, like she always does, that it's on the agenda and why they're there.
Reading of communications, I have none actually. I don't know if there's anybody else that's got any, but I do not have any communications this evening. Reports of standing committees.
The Buildings and Parks Committee met just prior to this meeting. We discussed 3 different topics. We have a gentleman that would like to put a bridge on the cover on the existing bridge at Bluebell Island. We discussed some of the concerns as far as getting excavating equipment or anything through that pass-through. At this point, our recommendation is to approve Glenn Barron to move forward on the drawings, and that we're on board with the project, but we need to see some engineer drawings before we give. He wanted to see if we had some interest in this project before he moved forward with the engineer drawings, and so that's what we're giving him. That's the recommendation, is to give him the go-ahead to get those drawings together and move forward with that project. We would also set aside funding in our 2025 budget after this project is done to maintain that bridge in the years to come. The other item on the agenda was the Parks Grant ideas. We had several ideas that were discussed. We asked the village administrator to obtain quotes for 4 items on that list. Once the quotes have been returned, or we have some idea, then we will select the tiers in which those projects will go into the grant application. And then we discussed the town hall painting, and that we are in favor of allocating some additional ARPA money, but we are going to have the quotes refined before we make a selection. And that's all I have from the buildings and parks.
Thank you.
Now we have reading of ordinances and resolutions. Of ordinance 2024-5, ordinance scheduling regular council meetings. Be it ordained that by the council of the village of Grand Rapids, section 1, that regular village council meetings are hereby scheduled as follows. For calendar year 2024, November 11th, November 25th, December 9th, and December 23rd, all starting at 6 p.m. Meetings beginning in 25 and thereafter shall continue the same pattern of the second and fourth Monday of the month in rotation until further action by council. In the event any of the scheduled dates fall on a legal holiday, then the meeting so scheduled shall be canceled. All meetings shall be held in the town hall. That's the first reading. (24-08), resolution establishing H2 Ohio Grant Fund in the accounts of the Village of Grand Rapids, Ohio. The Village of Grand Rapids, County of Wood, in the state of Ohio, section 1, that there be and there hereby established in the accounts of the Village of Grand Rapids a special account captioned H2 Ohio Grant Fund. The funds placed therein to be utilized exclusively for any allowable purchases within the H2 Ohio Rivers Initiative Chloride Reduction State Grant Award.
And this is the one where you're putting the grant money for the salt, storage?
Structure. Yes.
And how much money was that?
$54,925.
Okay.
First reading of resolution 2024-09, resolution amending appropriation ordinance 2024-1. Appropriation ordinance 2024-01 is a resolution amending the appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the Village of Grand Rapids, State of Ohio, during the period beginning January 1st, 2024, ending December 31st, 2024. Now therefore be it resolved by the Village of Grand Rapids, County of Wood, State of Ohio, that the line item 2061-800-500-000 capital outlay be created to read as follows. $800-500-000 capital outlay $54,925. That's the first reading.
2024-08 is to establish the fund. 2024-09 is to actually put that grant money in there, correct?
To amend our
To amend it.
appropriations.
Okay.
Resolution 2024-10, authorizing and supporting the Black Swamp Conservance to preserve land in the Village of Grand Rapids, Wood County, Ohio. First reading.
A different page of that, but this doesn't say what resolution it is.
It's the one you just did, I just wrote it at the top.
Okay, so we'll reprint that with the resolution number on? And what is the point of, what is the point of this one?
He is not here to discuss
I
that,
can't
but
discuss
he
it.
will be here at the next meeting to discuss why this is needed.
here this
Great, yeah, I wish he was here.
And when you read the resolution, it appears that he's looking for the village's support to apply for a grant to purchase the property.
Have to do that.
I don't either, but
Maybe
that's why
it's a
he's everything's here.
It's just the first reading,
Not acted on it.
we can discuss it when it comes to the next meeting.
I apologize, I have an injury accident that I need to go to.
Thank you very much.
Certainly, thank you. The third reading, resolution 2024-07, a resolution accepting the amounts and rates as determined by the Budget Commission and authorizing the necessary tax levies and certifying them to the county auditor. Third reading.
I make a motion to approve resolution 2024-7.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve resolution 2024-7, a resolution accepting the amounts and rates as determined by the Budget Commission and authorizing the necessary tax levies and certifying them to the county auditor.
So question regarding to that, Luis, you made a motion to approve it. Is the timing normal compared to last year?
Yes.
So this happens every time this year? Okay. Just to me, it would seem late because we've already approved what the
Right,
appropriations
then
would
we have
be.
to wait for them to send it back to us,
Gotcha.
because they put on there how much we would anticipate receiving on millage.
Okay, so no changes were made?
No,
Okay.
no, just the amounts on the back, we're confirming that.
Okay.
We have a motion and a second for passage. Resolution 2024-07.
Rachel Smith?
Yes.
Louise Eastep?
Yes.
Martha France?
Yes.
Gwen Sylvain?
Yes.
Jody Osborne?
Yes.
Motion passes. We have unfinished business.
I think this is unfinished because it's been brought up before, but I think it would be important that we get some doggy bags for each of the 3 bridges that lead to the towpath. The last time I was on the towpath, I took pictures of what the doggy bag is designed for. And I think it's important that we at least offer them to the public. If they normally have them, it's not an issue, but for those people that had to make a quick stop for their dog and they reached in their pocket and they didn't have a baggie, at least there's a place they can pick them up. No, we'd have to get those too.
There is one down by the dam,
Yeah.
But
there's
that's
one
not
there.
ours.
Huh?
That's the state's.
But it's on the towpath, but
Okay, but we've got 3 bridges.
didn't we have them?
Since I've been here, I've never seen them.
I've never seen them either.
At one point, I thought we
I
had
believe
them.
so, and people were,
I thought we had
Pulling
them.
them.
And they were,
yeah.
yes, but I've never seen any out there since.
Yeah, there were, I know there was one right here, like at the bridge in
Mhm.
this park.
Yeah.
And
I know there's a
then,
sign that says
and there was
a
a,
dog squatting.
there was a container there
Okay,
and,
it isn't there anymore.
and they were
We need it.
strewn all over by,
I've never seen that, so.
I think it only lasted a summer.
we can try
We can
again.
try again.
I would,
Yeah.
I mean, these were just gargantuous.
That was not my dog.
Not needed.
All eyes on me, sir.
You need like the big ones?
I can look into that.
She's got a horse.
Yeah, I can see how much they cost.
I have an item. Crystal had mentioned that there was a request to put a bench on the towpath. I did double check with Chad just to kind of see as far as spacing, if we even have room for it. He said there's one more spot that we may be able to put it on the west end.
There's a concrete pad right here where there used to be a bench and it broke. I mean,
Okay.
that could be an option, but
Okay.
I just don't know how much more room we can put stuff out there because Apple Butterfest and et cetera tents and
Maybe this is the last one, and then we maybe start to look for other places to put them, to place
Sure.
them.
Yeah,
I
sure.
mean, I know we've got some downtown,
I mean, there's some on this side of Blue Belt too.
mhm.
I mean, but I just don't know where the Apple Butterfest, those people in Canada, people set their stuff up,
Right.
they start getting in the way of that.
Yeah, so.
You'd like to put one on the bench?
Yep, I
on the
would
tote
like
pads.
to fulfill that request, in that concrete pad.
Okay.
Recession, if we could, have to make,
Business.
Yeah, I've got new business.
You got
okay,
it.
go ahead.
Okay. As a result of the recent storm, I come to realize or learn that the people in the trailer court do not get access to the unlimited pickup or the brush pickup from May to October. And I'd like to talk about that a little bit, as to whether we could offer those services to them. They pay the same taxes as everyone else. I didn't realize that they didn't get to participate in unlimited pickup and or the brush pickup from October, or from May to October, so I just wanted to bring that up. I don't know if you guys realize that. I certainly didn't.
It's the same for the people that live in the apartments above the building. They don't get access to unlimited pickup or brush pickup.
Well, I think that, I was thinking that they were still gonna get you an answer on the unlimited pickup. I didn't know that you received an answer.
I did not
No, she
receive,
did not.
Right, so,
so they don't either. So there's two areas in our town.
well, and what about the condos? I don't know about the condos, where
Do you guys get unlimited pickup?
if they,
Pardon?
Do you get the unlimited pickup?
Yeah,
and brush pickup,
we get brush.
okay, so, you know, I just think, to me, I mean, I just think that's, unless there's a big reason, a contract reason why we aren't doing it, I would like to see us start to do that.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
As far as the trailer park and the apartments, the only issue that I could see with unlimited pickup would be
Space.
space.
Mhm.
Like, where are they gonna put it? I mean, we obviously can't put it on Front Street, and we don't wanna block the alley. So, do we provide an option, maybe that there's a drop-off? Or we have, I don't know, I'm trying to think of
Yeah, I
an
don't know,
alternative.
I was kinda shocked by it
Yeah, me
when
too.
I came, to realize that, and,
But, I don't know.
I just don't think that's right.
I don't either.
No. But maybe we come up with an alternative for
Okay.
those locations that they would have a
Right.
drop-off point. I mean, I don't wanna fill a dumpster by,
Yeah, we
let
could probably get a
anybody,
dumpster, but Not
Yeah.
the only thing we do is probably get a dumpster for up here and put it in that parking lot,
yeah.
and maybe the same for the trailer park, and they have by their mail, I think, there's an empty spot.
Okay.
But I mean, we picked up the rush this time, and like, I don't know why. we
Right,
did it
right,
before.
I understand, yeah.
Ever since I started, we never did it, so I didn't know.
Yeah, I don't either, and I didn't know that until this last storm, and I'm like, what?
How many trees are
You know.
there really in the trailer park back there?
I don't know, they had two really good piles.
Yeah,
Did they-
yeah.
Well, I know quite a bit blew from the park over. I was shocked at how far some of those
Yeah.
branches blew, so I could see them blowing that.
I mean, I'm not looking to add workload to Chad,
No.
but, what's right is right. I mean, they're paying the same taxes as you and I.
I agree. And if it doesn't fit in the dumpster, they can leave it beside the dumpster for the unlimited pickup, because people set furniture out, et cetera.
Yeah, if they
So
can't get it in there.
We'll come up with
Okay.
an alternative for those locations before the next
Okay.
pickup.
Let's do.
All right.
Will there be one?
In April? That's when we usually.
Yeah, it would be next April,
Okay.
I mean, we only have a few of the brush pickups left, we've got, one? So I mean, that could be something that we look at for next year for both
Absolutely.
programs, so,
Yes,
okay,
yes.
good, thank you.
Mhm.
Under new business.
Okay. I need a motion to go in executive.
I will make a motion to go go into executive session to discuss pending litigation
With
Who were present?
just
with
council.
council, village administrator, and councilperson Sylvain to be excused.
I don't think so.
Yes.
You do.
Yes, you do.
You have to leave.
You have to step out. It's not who you, that's what he was here for.
Oh, interesting.
So,
I will second that.
a second, a first and a second motion for going into executive session. Everybody out of the room except